I have these battery tenders that I bought from Costco. They're made by Deltran. They're great. I have 3 of them, have 0 issues with them whatsoever. The only thing is that I have quite a mess when you have all these battery tenders hanging around. I thought, how could I clean this up? I tried to mount an extension cord from my ceiling and dropped it down, but that was kind of ugly. So I figured, well, maybe I could try to run the battery tender wire underneath the flooring. So I just got these SwissTrax modular tiles. There's a little bit of a gap between the tile and the floor. There's some channels for water to run through. Maybe I could just run that through there and it would work. A question that I've had from a lot of my followers is, how do you clean up a spill on these floors? It's actually pretty easy. Where the 4 tiles meet, just pick a corner. So I would pick this one. And on the right side tile, this is the one that I would pop up. So you just take a screwdriver or a paint can opener, and you would want to do this with 2 hands, but since I'm holding the camera, it's going to be a little difficult. So all you do is you just wedge it in there and pop it up. Okay, so that's popped up, and then you would just, there you go. I'm doing this one-handed here, but you can just pop that piece off like that, and you do the same to the other corner. There you go. You would be able to remove this single tile. You just have to pop it from this corner here, 2 hands, and that's it. And you can clean underneath, and then when you put them back down, all you got to do is just line up the edges and step on them. There you go. And here are the channels I was talking about. The best way to use the least amount of cord would just to run it straight across the tile, but you really can't do that. I mean, you can, but then you'd have to cut a lot of pieces off to make this cord flush. Right here you got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that just would be too time consuming. So what I ended up doing was I just started at the top corner of the tile, and I just found a channel that it would run along. Then you'd only have to cut a couple of spots. You'd have to cut like here, 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 3 spots, and then now you're back into this groove, 4 spots, so 3, 4, 5. And then you can have your cord run through here, and then you'd have to do the same as you zigzag across. So here you'd have to cut another maybe 1 or 2 sections. You just take a razor blade and make a notch in here, just so that the cord lays flush inside this channel. So that's pretty much it. I did this across 3.5 pieces, zigzagged across. I laid tape under here to keep it from moving around when I installed it back. It makes a little bit of noise when you walk on it, but it doesn't really bother me. You could use electrical tape if you don't want it to make so much noise. I just had clear tape and you can't see it at all. So that's that. I pulled the car in right where it's supposed to be. I just reached down and plugged it in. So everything is great. It looks nice and clean. Here's the before. There's the after. There's no cord. Everything is nice and clean. It just mounts up to the wall right there. One thing to note was that the stock extension cable that comes with the Deltran battery tender isn't really that long. So I had to buy these 12-inch extension cables from Amazon. It's made by Deltran, so it's compatible. It's only, I believe, 10 bucks or so. One cool thing about these tiles that I found out after installing them is that it's really easy to move things on top of them. If you had something heavy, it's pretty much effortless to roll it across. Even something heavy like a floor jack. I pulled my floor jack from that side of the garage over here and it was really easy. It didn't even leave any marks on the floor. I wouldn't be able to say the same about concrete or other types of flooring. I'd imagine if you had something heavy like a floor jack, it's not going to be good for the surface. So that's it. Thanks for watching.